law firm of Davis and Davis. We're not a real law firm. Go ahead, grab a beer, a glass of wine, sit back and listen.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. You're cool. Fuck you, I'm out.
Welcome back, everybody.
DavisandDavisShow.com.
The DavisandDavisShow.com.
Yeah.
Okay. You're a little late tonight. Were you taking a nap or what's up? You feeling all right?
Nope. No.
Oh.
Worked all day, puked twice at work.
Any guess as to the cause?
Old age, senility. I can't figure it out.
That doesn't usually make you vomit. Usually it's like, I got food poisoning. I have the flu. I can't stand that person's body odor. But old age is usually not usually a symptom.
I started not feeling good last night, and I have a couch in my garage, and I have a TV. I have everything I need. I could just live out there. I really could. So I'm laying on the couch. I'm watching some YouTubes. Next thing I know, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Mother-in-law tried to wake me up 3 times.
Oh, geez.
I don't remember any of it. And I woke up with a headache, and it started on the right side of my head. And by noon, it was all over on the left side of my head. And I was like, this just doesn't feel right. I get free food at work. I didn't even eat. Which, for me, that's odd because they have the most fabulous Cuban sandwich I've ever had in my entire life.
Could this have possibly been a hangover?
I don't drink.
Almost said it with a straight face. Almost. I don't drink it at school tonight. Right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
By the way, what are you drinking?
Oh, I'm actually trying something a little different tonight. I gotta grab that picture. This is George Dickel Tennessee Whiskey Barrel Select. What we got? 43, so that's 86 proof.
Okay.
Not bad. I guess technically it's a bourbon, but no, it nice little, kind of like larceny and price and flavor profiles. Yeah, no, it's super pleasant.
The hell?
Maybe a little more sweetness, a little more vanilla-y.
Emotional damage.
Sorry, I'm having emotion. Oh! Ow! Ah!
Did we kick something with our shin?
Oh my God.
The hell, that's for white people.
Yeah. Just
You got issues. Alrighty then.
Oh, I'm drinking Red's
Apple ale? Apple.
Wicked apple. It's
Wicked.
like 9% alcohol.
Ooh.
Um,
I love
but-
those things, but they just give me heartburn. Something fierce.
yeah, I can get away with the heartburn. So yesterday was Monday, right? Yeah.
Sure. No. Yeah. Yeah.
Day before that was Sunday, right?
That's usually the way it goes. Yep.
Okay. Sunday was Sam's last day as the golf operations manager at my golf course.
Y'all have a party or something for him?
Well, he was okay. So I'm golf operations manager over Marshall's. He's golf operations manager. I sound like I'm drunk already. Operations manager over the OSS, the cart cleaners. So our what do you call her, event coordinator got a job at Texas Motor Speedway. Congratulations.
Wow.
On
That sounds like a lot of fun, actually.
that. Yeah, it really does. So
You're two major people down within a week.
yeah, she's leaving and Sam is going to take her place. So I'm not actually losing Sam, but I am losing Sam because there were 2 operations managers. Now there's 1.
You are Lord God King operations manager.
If that's what you want to call it, but now I when I got the news, I was sitting there talking to my boss and I was like, this is gonna really suck for me. I have nobody to switch shifts with now.
You are now Lord Petty Officer Count Scott Davis,
lonely
God
man,
and King of OSS.
Oh my gosh, did you know that today is National Potty Dance Day? Thank you, Tidbit.
Yeah, that was important.
Hey, it's a tidbit, 193 days till Put-in-Bay. All right. I don't know what else to tell you, but those are important milestones in our lives.
So what do they expect you to work without a single day off from here on out? What?
No, I'll get 2 days off, but I already see the writing on the wall. Like this week was 45 hours and Sam was still here. I don't think I'm going to get Wednesdays off anymore.
You're going to pull enough overtime to pay off your car in 6 months. That's what's going to happen. It doesn't kill you.
You sent me something saying the PIB TR6 is for sale. What PIB TR6?
The Fast Boy, the 75 car.
I thought it was 72, but
okay, the 72 car. Now, Bob sent me a message saying that, where's Mr. Kansas? The PIB winning TR6 just went for sale, incredibly cheap, $28K.
Is he going to buy it?
He does not have $28K to buy, and he doesn't have $28K to buy nothing. So no, it's Triumph. He's not gonna jump ship. He's a Healy guy.
It's still British.
He's a Healy guy.
It's still British.
Not the way we think. I'm a Triumph guy. He's a Healy guy. I don't hate him for that, but he's going to own Healys. I'm going to own Triumphs. That's the way we roll.
All right. Is that why? Oh, that's why his son got a Healy.
There's 3. They have an everyday driver one they're building for themselves. The yellow one will remain a race car, and his son has one. Yeah. Although they do Lotus also, but because his other son bought the Lotus from him.
Oh, so he doesn't own the Lotus anymore.
Nope, it's gone.
Oh. I want to find an Opel GT and turn it into a race car.
Bad enough finding parts for Triumphs. You want an Opel for the love of Pete?
Opel GT.
You just want to flip the headlights.
Wink, 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 wink.
Okay, so I got 2 local news items.
Oh shit!
Wright Patterson Air Force Base was hit by a tornado. I don't know if you saw that on the news or not.
No.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 old airplanes. Like there was this rotary engine lying on the ground outside of a hangar. Just it blew out. Yeah, that's expensive.
So some of the planes flew again.
Some of the parts of the planes flew again. They just weren't part of a plane when they did. Yeah. And on I-90 in Cleveland near Dead Man's Curve, this made BBC news. 2 horses were running down I-90 in the wrong direction. They were part of the department's mounted division, and the police sergeant Wilfredo Diaz said that they inadvertently strayed during routine care and exercise. I don't know why those were in quotations, but like, all right, one of you dumbasses left the gate open, didn't you? Maybe. Yeah. So these big, they look like not quite Clydesdale, but they're definitely like quarter horses. They're like, because they got the manes. Yeah, they're just bebopping down the freeway in the wrong direction. You're like, oh my. Oh. Pretty horses.
That's a big truck coming to dope-de-do. God. That is so awesome. Need Dr. Evil.
Is there a cat being killed in the background there?
All right, so I have a cat. He's probably 15, 16 years old.
Oh, shit.
He now can't hear anymore. So he screams all the time.
Because he doesn't know his own volume.
Ow! Like, damn, Hank, are you dying? I wish you would, because it would knock one more out.
That's just raw.
Come on, Hank.
Time to nut up or shut up.
So apparently in other news, EA Games canceled the new Star Wars game due to layoffs. Don't know if you're looking at that or not, but there will be no more Star Wars game in the near future. So,
oh, how sad.
Yep. And then I came across this today.
Disney kind of killed Star Wars anyways.
Yeah, probably for the best. But March 4th, 2024, General Motors Customer Satisfaction Program N232415060 will replace
a starship to be named soon.
This satisfaction program will replace the engines for free in 2023 Chevy Colorado, 2023 Chevy Silverado 1500s, and 2023 GMC Sierra 1500 trucks. That's right. Get a free engine. I don't know what's wrong with them.
I'm just sitting here going, if they're replacing the whole engine, something bad happened.
Like, I don't know if this affects all of them or not, but damn.
God.
I know Kia had that going on. I mean, Kia still has that going on. They replace engines constantly in their cars.
Well, I had a Kia. At 80,000 miles, it was freaking clicking like you wouldn't believe. I was like, I think the valves need to be adjusted. The guy looked at me and went, these are not adjustable. I went,
And it ain't the valves.
there'd be a problem then. There'd be a little problem, my friend. Oh yeah, and that was the best thing was the argument that I had with them when they went to, because it was 100,000 mile warranty, and I think it was 7 years.
Didn't read the fine print, did you?
That fight lasted 2 months, and it started with, well, you didn't get your oil changed here, so we can't prove that you were doing oil changes. And I was like, luckily, I always took it to Valvoline. So I had records. And Valvoline being this is a really good company because they keep very detailed records of your visit. Everything they checked, what your tire pressures were, everything is
Nice.
on there. So when I called them to get the report, since I used to work for Valvoline, I know that they can
Generate that report.
Generate that report and send it to you as a PDF. So when he sent it, it had everything listed in it. So when the last fight that I had with Kia to replace the head, because something in the valve train was going bad. So when I went, I had a stack of papers.
Like 3 inches thick.
And I went through to make sure, because you need to have your oil changed within 5,000 miles with the Kia. It's not 3,000, it's 5,000.
Yeah.
Valvoline always does your tags at 3,000. So I was getting my oil changed 2,000 miles earlier.
Well, there's your problem. We're not going to cover under warranty. Too much oil in your car.
That synthetic shit, you can't use that. This has to be conventional.
Is that what they got?
It was too slippery.
There's nothing for the metal to grab onto. What are you doing, man?
Didn't you know Kias need a little bit of
Little grit to get
resistance? Oh my God. Well, yeah. So, Marco Andretti racing in the ARCA Menard series.
Nice.
Got a new hire today. What is his name was Heath, ex fire chief in a little town called Salem, Arkansas. And we started talking. I went, Salem, Arkansas. He's like, yeah, you would know where it is. I know exactly where it is. He was like, how would you know? It's like, our race shop was in Mountain Home, Arkansas. You know, the town right next door, the place with the Walmart that you have to drive to. So for a half an hour, we just talked about Mountain Home, Arkansas, and living up there in the Ozarks. One of the cart girls. Hi, Grace. One of the cart girls comes in. One day she was like, I threw up 4 times. I went, oh, that's not good. You need to go home. So I sent her home. Comes back the next day, and she's like, today's the first day that I've eaten or been able to eat. I said, what? That's good. You know, eat something. Comes in the next day, run into her in the kitchen. She looks at me and goes, I'm nauseous again. I said, pregnant. She's like, I am 22 in college. I went, pregnant. So
sick in the morning. Why does this sound familiar?
So
wait a tick. Hold on. It's out of the tip of my tongue. Yeah, it's Ebola. That's what it is.
Ebola.
Oh yeah, pregnant. That's what it is.
So I've been texting her. I texted her all night last night, and it was just the same question. So are you prego?
Oh God, tell me you started misspelling it like they do in the memes. Are you pregnant and pregnant?
I used every word I have ever heard of to say pregnant. And then
laden with child.
The last one that I sent was bun in the oven.
Eating for two.
She sent me back. She sent me back a text this morning because apparently she didn't look at them last night and wrote, "Didn't check." Like, yeah, that's good.
It's not gonna go away just because you don't look at it.
I like Grace. Grace is a she's about 4'9", 4'8".
Lord.
Gymnast. Scott's in heaven. Damn, girl.
You prevert.
I think the only thing that would make you better is if you were Latino.
And in the military.
Fuck no. Oh, where is it?
Hey, try not to suck any dick on the way through the parking lot.
All right, I got to do this now. Are you?
A little downer note before you do that. Did
Oh.
you hear that Richard Lewis passed away?
Yes, the ultimate depression comedian. I could so relate to him.
Yeah.
With my
It's Depression Rock, the great new double album from K-Tel, with classic hits like Heaven Knows I'm Miserable Now, Girlfriend in a Coma, Dead Souls, Love Will Tear Us Apart, Why Can't I Be You, Never Enough, and The End of the World, with artists like The Smiths, The Cure, Marillion, Joy Division, Morrissey, and many, many more. Available on vinyl, cassette, and 8-track. The brand new album by K-Tel.
God. Yeah, heard about
Thank
Richard
you to our
Lewis.
sponsors. That's what it's saying right now.
Every time my girlfriend spreads her legs. Richard Lewis was he was on a sitcom
He had a
for a
TV
little
show.
while.
Yeah, he had a TV show with. Wow, what was that? I watched a bit with him where Don Rickles was a guest on that sitcom, and that was funny as hell because they were doing outtakes. Mr. IMDb. Well, he did a little bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm, but that's not worth thinking about.
The
Daddy
Richard Lewis-
Dearest. That was a sitcom with Don Rickles. Okay.
Okay.
I thought he was in something else though.
Well,
He was in Robin Hood Men in Tights. We gotta go way back machine here. 56 episodes. Anything But Love. That's the show. And that was Jamie Lee Curtis as his love interest.
right. He was in
John
The
Ritter was
Cleaner.
in 5 episodes. Is this Bruce White's the same guy that was the soup Nazi?
I do believe so.
No, it was Belker from Hill Street Blues. Oh my
Oh.
God. Anyway, we digress. But yeah. And Anything But Love was 1989 to 1992. So it was a ways back.
That was
there.
way back.
Yes. He was in 43 episodes of Curb Your Enthusiasm, though. It was a good stint.
That's Jamie Lee Curtis? Oh my God.
Back in the day, man, she was smoke show.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to YouTube some of that tonight. I wonder if she's ever been naked. Mr. Skin.
True Lies gets pretty close. She does that dance in the hotel room in lingerie, well, underwear, basically. It's probably as close as you're going to get.
She had some big knockers, too.
Are we doing some other stuff in the next
Hello,
segment?
jackass. How's the little dick hanging?
I didn't have Jackass on. I tried to get him on the show. He's working until 9. All right. Where am I? There.
That was quick.
I want to see if it does it again. No. Okay.
Welcome to the Davis and Davis Show's Dating, Marital, and Sex Tips of the Week. Go gay. The opposite sex sucks. This has been the Davis and Davis Show's Dating, Marital, and Sex Tips of the Day.
Okay. I kept it short today. You could tell I was running late.
It's okay.
Do you have anything else?
I gotta talk about Dune 2, which I saw this past Sunday, but it's gonna take more than 1 minute and 17 seconds.
No, we're doing a comparison. So, if you did not remember, and that's
I didn't, which is why I texted you to ask, and all you gave me was something.
I haven't seen Dune 2 yet. I have to see it.
I don't want to. I won't spoil anything, but I have to give my.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You can wait till next week. I'm gonna go see it tomorrow. We may have a third person on too. Jordan from work said that he saw it and he was like, "Oh my God, I could talk about this for hours." I said, "Good. That means that Burke and I don't have to talk."
Oh no, I'll be talking.
Oh, I'll be talking, man. I'll be talking. It's not Sting.
It's Elvis.
But it's not Sting. I've got way too many tchotchkes on my desk that I can sit here and play with. And they all make noise. Did you not hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it quite well. Thank you very much. Here, hold on. Time's up.
Emotional damage.
Okay.
Now do
It's
spoken
time
word.
for the Davis and Davis Show Motivational Minute.
When you have a bad day, give up. Go home and sleep. Fuck it. Try again tomorrow. Not every bad day can become a good day. Some days are fucked and cannot be unfucked. When you have a day that is fucked beyond repair, That is the universe speaking to you, sending you a message. Listen to the universe. Go home. Save your energy. Tomorrow is another day. For now, just fucking chill.
God, Stuff Up Sing is just so full of wisdom. I mean, I get wisdom like that every time I stick my penis in a light socket. But...
It's a bright idea you get, isn't it?
You are so funny. All right. I'm not feeling well. I'm sorry.
No, I can tell.
I guess it's time.
Okie dokie.
It's time for Burke's Spoken Word.
They were farm kids way down in Dixie. Met in high school in the 60s. Everyone knew it was love from the start. One July in the midnight hour, he climbed upon the water tower, stood on the rail, and painted a 10-foot heart. In John Deere green, on a hot summer night, he wrote Billy Bob loves Charlene in letters 3 foot high, and the whole town said that he should have used red, but it looked good to Charlene in John Deere green.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Burke's Spoken Word. Oh, you know what? I totally forgot this. This has been the Davis and Davis Show.
It did feel a bit incomplete.
It did. I'll have to add that in.
No, you're not.
I'll fix that in post.
And now Scott Davis with the Gaza Strip update.
They're still fighting.
That was Scott Davis with the Gaza Strip update.
Decision desk. Biden wins Tennessee's Democratic primary. Go figure. Nobody else is running.
Yeah, they won't let anybody else run. We get senile. That's all you get. Have fun with that.
Well, congratulations, Joe. You won something.
It's like winning the top prize at the I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to go there. I will get canceled for that.
Go.
It's like winning the first prize at the Special Olympics, isn't it?
Emotional damage.
Yep.
It'll be the same on the other side too.
Wow. Yeah, even ooh. Well, I had an uncle who had Down syndrome, so I can't say that. I just can't. He did win a medal.
Really?
Actually, he won like 40 medals. He had a whole, at Christmas, he would put all the medals on. And I mean, they were stacked. Okay, so in Special Olympics, just for participating, you get a medal. So, which is good. It builds up, some positive reinforcement in their lives. Uncle Peter. I loved Uncle Peter. He died when he was, I think he was 54 when he died. But the first time I met him, I bought him a watch for his birthday. Worst idea you could ever have. Because every year when that watch stopped, I would get a phone call. Is Uncle Peter? Yes, Uncle Peter. I think it's time to buy me a new watch. Why, Uncle Peter? Might it just need a new battery? Doesn't work. Okay. So when Uncle Peter died, we were packing up all of his stuff. And in his top drawer were like 42 watches.
Oh, good Lord.
All of them with dead batteries.
Apparently he liked him though, man. That's all that matters.
What I loved about Uncle Peter was I was a wrestling freak. I loved wrestling. Always did. No, it's fake, people. You don't have to tell me. I don't care. It was entertainment. Uncle Peter took it to a new level. That boy, I swear to God, the minute that Stone Cold Steve Austin came out with the bald head, I was totally expecting him to shave his head.
Uncle Pete, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Uncle Peter was a guy that I could play. I could play. I could.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
All right, so that intro music is, everyone knows it. He kind of says it, you know. Can you smell what the Rock is cooking? Yeah. You could play any intro song from any wrestler that was in the WWE.
And he could name the wrestler.
And he'd name the wrestler.
Nice.
I've
forgotten they all had their own intro music.
Oh, yeah.
I've forgotten about that.
Oh, yeah. CM Punk is Cult of Personality. Some of them actually have stuff that's written for them. Triple H's song was by Motorhead.
Really?
And they actually wrote it for him. And it was, it was called Time to Play the Game. Great tune though, man. Yeah, they all had songs, and a lot of them were written for them. Triple H, where is it? Here.
Trying to play the game.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to play the game. And if you bring it, and if you can take it, but you know everybody can take it. I'm the man, you know you can take it. I'm the
Motorhead. Anyways, we're a little over on time. Did we have anything else to do?
Not that I am aware of. No.
I need a break. I need to go get whatever the shit is in my lungs out. I gotta go take an expectorant. I'm getting sick. What the fuck?
You're pregnant.
My tongue's white.
You're white.
Oh, shit.
The hell? That's for white people.
You're pregnant. That's what it is.
All right. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a show for you. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll just wing it. All right. Gotta go.
See ya.
Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your voice. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. So you think I got an evil mind? I tell you, honey, I don't know why. I don't know why. So you think my singing's out of time? It makes me money. I don't know why. I don't know why anymore. Oh no. So come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your voice. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Wild, wild, wild. Come on, feel the noise. Girls, rock your voice. We'll get wild, wild, wild. Hey, well. So you say I got a funny face. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. Hey, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so fine, you blow my mind. You've been around all night, and that's a little long. You think you got the right, but I think you got it wrong. Well, can't you say goodnight so you can take me home, Mickey? 'Cause when you say you will, it always means you won't. You're giving me the chills, baby, please, baby, don't. Every night you still leave me all alone, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, what a pity you don't understand. You take me by the heart when you take me by the hand. Oh, Mickey, you're so pretty, can't you understand? It's guys like you, Mickey. Oh, what you do, Mickey, don't break my heart, Mickey. Hey, Mickey. Now when you take me by the hood, I'm gonna know. Every time you move, I let a little more show. There's something you can use, so don't say no, Mickey. So come on and give it to me any way you can. Any way you wanna do it, I'll take it like a man. But please, baby, please, don't leave me in the damn, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, what a pity you don't understand. You take me by the heart when you take me by the hand. Oh, Mickey, you're so pretty, can't you understand? It's guys like you, Mickey. Oh, what you do, Mickey, don't break my heart, Mickey. Oh, Mickey, you're so
All right. Welcome back.
For what it's worth.
Yeah. Let's see here. Starbase. What's going on?
Starbase.
I'm huge into space. Originally, when I was like 8, I wanted to be an astronaut.
Who didn't?
So, with SpaceX being here in Texas and the strides that they're making on Starship, I've gotten really into it. And there's a great website, ladies and gentlemen. It's called whataboutit.space. And he actually has a YouTube channel as well where he updates everything that's going on with SpaceX, with other companies and all that. What I love about his website is he actually lists all the launches that are upcoming by all the different companies: Space One, Rocket Lab, SpaceX, Roscosmos, ULA. He's got all of their launch dates listed up there. Now, right now, Starship, the third Starship that's actually going to launch, is on the launch platform, and it's stacked. It's ready to go. They're just waiting for FAA approval. I'm seriously interested in this. But what's kind of neat is through the Y channel on their YouTube channel, you get to see and hear more about what is going on, like the HLA or HLS human landing system that is going to be part of the Starship that goes to the moon. And I mean, this thing's huge. What did he say it was? It's 30 feet across.
Big.
30 feet in diameter. Never mind the fact that it's tall.
Yeah.
30 freaking feet. Most, but I mean, you look at our what was that? The International Space Station. That's only 15 feet across. Here, this thing is 30 fucking feet. And
that's what happens when a billionaire builds a spaceship. They make it comfortable.
It's absolutely, it just cracks me up, man. What if Trump had done this?
Would have been the best space station ever.
Ever.
No other space station can even hold a candle to this. It's 3,000 feet wide. No, that's a fact. It's 3,000 feet wide.
3,000 feet, not 30. I mean, think about this. That's almost the size of a semi-trailer.
Yeah.
In width. Oh, just insane. Anyways, one of the things that I was looking up, I don't know if you've ever heard of this company called Axiom.
That's the company that produced the spaceships for Wall-E.
Well, guess what? It's a real company. And they are building a space station that will be sent up by Starship, of course. But the space station is going to attach to the International Space Station up until 2030, when the International Space Station will be deorbited and, well, decommissioned, then deorbited. Then it will go and be its own standalone space station.
I was incorrect. The Axiom was the name of the spaceship that all the survivors of Earth were on. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Axiom is building the space station. Now, Axiom is building the space station for private people to go up, do experiments on different things like this. But their space station is also going to have an observation room, which opens up. It'll be pure glass. They're planning on selling or renting space up there for them, for
Filmmakers?
movie companies, filmmakers, to be able to go up into space for a week and film different things in actual zero gravity.
I think CGI would be a little cheaper, probably, but okay, that's cool.
Well, let's see here.
And Gravity was a pretty good movie.
Yeah. I mean, Apollo 13.
Well, they did the airplane. They would do is it a parabolic curve with an airplane to get 15 seconds of free fall?
Yeah. But still, if you could knock that out with $1 million trip up to a space station, wouldn't you?
All those cameras and personnel be a little more than $1 million. I'm willing to bet.
No, it only costs $1 million to fly up there.
Per person? Per pound?
I think it's per person, but that's still. What are budgets for movies now?
100 million.
100 million. What's 10 million in expenses to send a freaking cinematographer and a bunch of actors up into space?
Yeah, because the actors will be great in an environment they've never been in before. Take them 5 days to get acclimated, and oh, we gotta go home now.
I don't write this shit, okay?
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I'm just reading it off of the screen next to me. And it's saying, ooh, I did not know that you could tap on that. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Anyways. Come on, man. This is kind of exciting. You could pay $1 million and go up to a space station for a week.
I could have paid a few $100,000 to go see the Titanic too.
They died.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Huh? Because there's much safer going up in space. Obviously, there's no way to get crushed up there. You're good.
You're only strapped to a seat which is sitting on top of 100 million gallons of
caloric whatever, and oxygen liquid, and nothing can go wrong there.
Nothing at all. If you're going up in a starship, it's liquid methane and liquid oxygen.
Safe stuff. It's good. No, it's good.
I'm all about it, man.
Don't get me wrong.
Would
I like to go to space? Hell yeah. Would I like to go up with them in this century? Probably not. No. I'm gonna pass.
Davis and Davis Show podcast coming to you from the space station.
Davis and Davis in space. I suppose if I was like 80 years old and had a good run and had an extra $1 million to go, yeah, probably.
Hang on, I gotta check my bank account.
I'll go look in the cushions on my couch real quick, and I might come up with something.
Back to that. Road closures are set up for the 7th and the 8th. And whenever they do a road closure down there at the Starbase, they're either moving spaceships from the launch site back to the manufacturing buildings, or they're testing engines, or they're launching. And there's road closures. The 7th and the 8th. And today's what, the 5th? Tomorrow's the 6th, 7th, and 8th. I have both those days off.
Road trip?
I might have to take a minor road trip to down to Brownsville.
Hey, speaking of outer space phenomenon, you are at the edge of the solar eclipse.
Yes, I know. We had discussions at work whether we were going to open the parking lot up and charge $50 a car.
If you drove over to Terrell, you'd be dead smack center.
Yeah, we're going to see the majority of it here. Terrell's only an hour away.
I wish I could drive to Sandusky because that's dead nut center also. As a matter of fact, Fort Worth and Akron are going to have the same view. I'm a little south, you're a little north of the dead center line, but I'll be at work that day. It's a Monday, I think. So,
Oh, I think it's a Sunday that it's happening.
Monday, April 8th.
Monday. God, why were we all thinking that it was? Oh, I might
Wishful
take that.
thinking.
I might take that weekend off now. I might have that Monday off. All right, I'm done tapping shit. So we were talking about this airplane thing. I had no clue that the movie Airplane was parodying something else.
Yes, there is a movie from 1957 called 0 Hour. And as a matter of fact, you can go onto YouTube and they have some really nice like side-by-side comparisons because they almost take a shot for shot from that movie and put it into Airplane, and it's just parodying this, and it's the same plot. That people get sick on an airplane. There's a fighter pilot from the war that has to land the airplane. They even used like some of the exact dialogue and sound effects from 0 Hour into Airplane. It's kind of cool to watch them side by side. I was doing a little bit of diving into this. Where's the fun stuff? Here we go. Universal Studios thought Airplane was too similar to the Airport franchise, but they let it slide, and that's good for us. So, David Letterman, Sigourney Weaver, and other feature stars auditioned for Airplane. Paramount's had suggested Dom DeLuise, but that became Leslie Nielsen's role. And that was his first comedy. Leslie Nielsen was a leading man.
Really?
Never done comedy in his life, but and he played it. Once again, we've had this discussion about when comedians play it super straight, how funny it is. That's only the only way he knew how, but his timing was so spot on. And he was so funny. I mean, that movie spawned the TV series Police Squad, which then spawned the Naked Gun movies. It was, yeah, just good stuff. Barry Manilow was up for the role of Ted Stryker, but Barry was never asked to audition. Oddly enough, Chevy Chase was mistakenly announced as the star of Airplane by the Hollywood Reporter in 1979.
Really?
Yeah. Whoopsie.
So sorry.
All right. No, wrong guy. Yeah. Roger Murdoch, the played by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, was written with Pete Rose in mind, but he was busy playing baseball, and because it was shot in August, so they cast Kareem Abdul-Jabbar instead, which I think is even funnier, honestly. A carpet? What? Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got a pretty swanky carpet out of his Airplane gig. His agent insisted on an extra $5,000 to the original offer of $30,000 so that he could purchase an Oriental rug he had his eye on. Okay, there you go. Make it 35 and I'm in. Okay. Peter Graves thought the script was tasteless trash. But playing Captain Over, I guess, was not to his liking. His wife, however, was glad because she laughed throughout the entire premiere. Fortunately, the child actor who played young Joey had no clue what Peter Graves was actually saying. He didn't understand any of the.
Oh my gosh. Well,
So, Joey, you ever
thankfully,
seen a grown man naked?
thankfully.
Wait, you have some of those drops.
Oh wait.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Howard radio clearance over.
That's Clarence over. Over.
Roger.
Huh?
You ever been in a cockpit before?
No, sir, I've never been up in a plane before.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
I think we might have talked about this before. Airplane was the last appearance of Ethel Merman on film ever, where she played a guy who had shell shock and thought he was Ethel Merman. She pops out from underneath these sheets and starts singing, "Ain't it great? Ain't it swell?" They like give her a shot, and she just goes, "Ah." Love Ethel Merman.
I was just looking up 0 Hour, and under goofs, it has, while the airplane is in flight, the instruments show the airspeed at 40 to 60 knots, which would mean the plane was in a stall.
Oh, yeah, big
and the
time.
oil and fuel pressure readings were at 0.
So I'm going to butcher this guy's name, Michael Ehrmantraut, the kind of badass dude from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul.
Okay.
He was an Airplane. He was the radar range guy. He's the what's the radar saying? He opens up this microwave, not quite done, and shuts it again.
Barbara Billingsley. Oh,
Mhm.
that was our jive lady.
Yeah, Leave It to Beaver, absolutely. Robert Hayes was and is a licensed pilot. He can fly quad engine airplanes. Holy crap. Dual engine is hard enough to get, but 4-engine craft, that's pretty good, man.
That is not bad at all.
Leslie Nielsen had a lot of fun with his fart machine. So apparently Leslie has a good sense of humor. He sold portable fart machines for $7 a piece on set, causing a brief epidemic of fart noises. When they're shooting Hayes' close-up, Nielsen used the machine after every other word in his line of, "Mr. Stryker, can you land this plane?" And then, the guy that does the hat, the brooch, the pterodactyl, he was from the Kentucky Fried Theater. Have you ever heard of the Kentucky Fried Movie?
Yes.
Okay, so that was Zucker, and that was Landis, and this guy was part of that troupe. And so his line, "Me, John, Big Tree," was part of an old riff that he used to do in Kentucky Fried Theater, which would end up him on his knees, putting an ear to the ground to hear when a wagon train was arriving. Alrighty then.
During the disco dance scene, when Elaine tosses Ted up in the air and his stunt double flies into the audience, Robert Hayes is clearly visible as a spectator in the audience.
Yeah, what was it? It was a $3 million budget, $3.5 million budget for this.
Yeah, I don't have the budget.
It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Writing. I would go with that. Yeah, heck yeah.
When Elaine and Stryker are rolling around in the sand, a beached fish appears and disappears.
Cockpit scenes were filmed in a real airplane. Yeah, that's cool. Actually, oh my God, you have to watch some of the clips from 0 Hour, because I swear to God, they use the same headphones from 0 Hour that they use in Airplane. Like they they watched it and watched it and watched it, like, I gotta have those headphones.
So the external shots of the aircraft were a Boeing 707.
Yep.
The interior flight deck is a Corvair 880 or a 990. They used both. And I think the Corvair, weren't the Corvairs prop planes?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of gave, because they had those old school yokes and everything when they were in the cockpit. And I know they used a song from Saturday Night Fever in there, and it's sped up, and I don't know if it was just for time crunch, or if speeding it up meant they didn't have to pay royalties. I'm not sure which that is, but it's a lot faster. Is it Staying Alive is the song they're playing?
Yeah.
Yeah. The movie's famous jive scene required subtitles. Oh my god.
So
that is LAX.
When he lands the plane, his plane is the one that runs through the glass window, right?
No, I think that was at the beginning of the film, and it was another plane because the guy with the landing lights got distracted and was like, hey, where's the thing? Oh, it's over there. And then
that's right. What's his name? Got off of the plane. Got off of that plane.
I think that is actually a scene from Airport 77, if I'm not mistaken.
Which could very well be. During the 747 through the window gag, the plane is originally shown to be in period TWA colors before it is misdirected. However, when it plows through the window, it has the fictional Trans-American colors.
Actually, Trans-American is the same fictitious airline used in 0 Hour. Same colors and everything.
Ted Stryker throws a full glass of water over his shirt and soaks it. The scene cuts away to the cockpit and then back to Stryker, and he's in a dry shirt.
So Kentucky Fried Theater, there's a mess of people. Like Bill Bixby actually was part of that. George Lazenby was part of that. Or is that just the Kentucky Fried Movie? I'm not quite sure.
I'm not.
Yeah, Kentucky Fried Movie. Donald Sutherland, George Lazenby, Marilyn Joy is a healthy individual. Bill Bixby, yeah. It's been years since I've seen that movie. I do not remember that at all.
Oh, she's still alive? Julie Haggerty.
Yeah. Yeah, they bought, before they put the movie out, they bought all the rights to 0 Hour so that they could use it all, as opposed to rappers these days.
But they're all getting sued.
Fourth highest grossing movie of 1980. Dude, that's impressive. And highest grossing comedy in history until Ghostbusters. Wow. And the the jive dialogue was all written on set by the two actors, Al White and Norm Gibbs. And they don't actually talk like that in real life, was the next bullet point.
Holy hell.
Okay, this is a really bizarre little thing. In the early 2010s, the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration put out a recruitment ad for 9 linguistic experts in Ebonics to help them translate wiretaps. Wow.
Really?
Yeah, then this is like trivia about the movie. I'm like, what? Okay. The story of the DEA's ad was widely illustrated on the U.S. television with clips of the jive talk. Oh my God. Okay. The autopilot has a Facebook page.
Yes. What? Yes, he does. He's got an Instagram too.
Oh my God. I had to go there. This was Julie Haggerty's first movie. She went on to work with Woody Allen,
Oh my
Robert
God,
Altman, and
this-
Ted's.
What absolutely cracks me up is IMDb has
Okay.
a page for Otto. He's only got one credit.
That's awesome. See, there's a website that knows their audience.
Oh my gosh. That's freaking hilarious.
Known for Airplane. His height is 5'5", and he was born in 1979. Trivia is a balloon. Okay. One of the most iconic movie objects of all time, not only recognized by audiences around the world for his only film performance in the massive hit Airplane, but he also has a profile page on IMDb, along with other film cultural icons like Volleyball, Wilson, and Robbie the Robot. Really?
Otto was an inflatable balloon born in 1979, created and conceived by three fathers. Jerry Zucker, Jim Abraham, and David Zucker.
Little is known about his fate and other possible projects, except that he is probably disintegrated in Jerry Zucker's garage house some years ago after the famous film role. No, the Otto was kept in Jerry
Otto
Zucker's
was
garage.
kept in Jerry Zucker's garage and eventually disintegrated there.
Aw. Rest
Poor
in peace, Otto.
I mean, what was funny was they actually made it mechanical so that you could turn its head.
Yeah, that was there was one scene where he turned his head. That very ending scene, he winked. And everything else, I think it was just a balloon.
Yeah. His little blowjob was
His manual inflation scene. His head's bobbing up and down. Then they got a cigarette hanging up under their mouths afterwards.
Julie Haggerty did a bunch of she did a lot of live theater.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I remember her from Rock and Roll High School, movie with the Ramones soundtrack to it.
Oh yes. I forget what else she's been in. She's been in a lot though. Oh, my computer is so not happy today.
What did you do, Ray?
I didn't do anything, but she is humming like, I mean, that fan is just rolling.
Is it hot in there? Aero Mexico.
It says 80.
That's a little warm. Aero Mexico was the only airline to buy this movie for their in-flight entertainment.
God, she has been in a shit ton of stuff.
Oh, Charlotte Zucker was the woman trying to apply her makeup in the movie. That's David and Jerry's actual mother. That's funny. And she had cameos in The Naked Gun, too.
I knew it. I knew it. She was in the movie version of Noises Off.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably one of my favorite plays. But the movie version starred Michael Caine. Listen to this cast. Michael Caine, Carol Burnett, Denholm Elliott, Julie Haggerty, Mary Lou Henner, Mark Lynn Baker, Christopher Reeves and John Ritter.
What was the murder mystery that Christopher Reeves? I thought that was Christopher Reeves, and is that Noises Off? It's not a murder mystery, is it?
No, noises off is the show is a little bit insane. It is all about a theater putting on a production, and you are backstage
Oh God.
during the production watching everything that's going on backstage between the like John Ritter and I think Nicolette Sheridan was in
Yes.
it, and they're having a backstage romance, so you got that going on. They're making their entrances and exits through the doors, so it's like somebody leaves backstage and there's more antics going on, but you can hear them out there doing their lines. It's a brilliant show.
I'm thinking of Death Trap.
Oh, that is another.
That was Michael Caine and Christopher Reeves again. That's why. Okay,
Yes.
that's why I'm confused. Okay,
Dude, that's a fabulous play, though.
the movie was fantastic. I'd never seen it on stage, but the movie was fantastic.
Yeah, that's another one that's absolutely phenomenal.
Joel
Phenomenal.
Siegel was in that movie, really, as Joel Siegel. He's a critic from way back in the day. For all you younger listeners,
Joel Siegel. Wait, which
Yeah,
one
I
are you
think-
looking at?
pretty sure. Am I not? No. No, I'm bad. I'm thinking of somebody else. I am so sorry.
Um,
Oh,
you're
him. Okay.
you're
okay.
still looking at Death Trap, right?
Yep, I'm still looking at Death Trap.
What time? When did that come out? Had to have been
1982.
Ooh. Yeah, that was during that era when we were
Well,
and John Ritter was in it? It's not
in
showing.
Death Trap, I don't. No, he was
no,
in
it wasn't
Noises
Jo-
Off. Christopher Reeve, Diane
it
Cannon,
was
Irene Worth,
Christopher Reeves.
yeah, Henry Jones, Joe Silver, Jeffrey Lyons. Yeah, that's a good murder mystery. Anyway,
Yeah.
Um,
oh, yeah. Henry Jones.
do you remember Jimmy J.J. Walker from Good Times being in Airplane?
JJ?
He was the guy that came up to the window and got the credit card for the gas and everything through the window.
That's right. Man, I don't even remember George Siegel, but I know the name. He only did two. He was more of a stage actor.
Yeah. You're right there.
Author of Broadway musical The First. I don't think I've ever seen that musical. He won a Tony Award. No, he was nominated. Trivia: was a joke writer for U.S. politician Robert F. Kennedy and was the director of voter registration drive for Dr. Martin Luther King. That was Joel Siegel.
Wow.
But Joel Siegel spent the majority of his time on Broadway. Yes. Big in Broadway. Aren't we all? All right.
Yes.
I really don't have a lot left to talk about.
Oh, we just had a little memory lane action going on. Music or movie trivia.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Little bit. We should probably do a whole show on airplane.
Oh yeah. Well, once again, this might be one of those where it's really hard to find stuff about it since it's like pre-internet era. But it's popular enough we might be able to find a bunch of stuff. I don't know.
I think it's popular enough. I'm really sad that Otto died. He could really be doing some good Facebook stuff.
He could have had some, appearances on the Muppet Show or Sesame Street for all we know.
All right, my chest is tight. It's
Okay.
It's time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember DavisandDavisShow.com.
Or you can go to theDavisandDavisShow.com. There's some pretty okay merchandise.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's okay.
We'll be back someday. Yeah, a couple of
Same
days.
bad time, same bad channel.
Yeah, that too. All right, we're out.
Have a good night.
That was fun.